We're here. Huh? Already here.
Hey y'all.
Jay, when you log out, it's going to end the meeting.
Hey Ryan.
Why?
Because you started it, man. You're the host.
Can I make you the host?
You ain't give me time to start my headset on here. I don't know. You can try to make me the host.
How'd I do that?
Driving down the road, passing a double wide.
Go to more. I don't know, man. How do you do all that?
I mean, you're stuck, dude. You've always wanted to hold a meeting from your car. I mean, should be the perfect opportunity.
Host.
Hi Ryan.
Hello.
Look what I got.
A computer. Good, good, good.
I can see much better.
You are
And I
now
can see
the
all my
host.
surveys.
Yeah.
All right, I mute myself.
Hey, Petro.
Hey, Ryan. Can you hear me?
Barely, 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 barely.
I don't know how this works.
Yeah, those were terrible yesterday. If I'm not really listening, I can't hear you.
That could be a good thing.
I know. I think Sherry, she's lifting weights.
No, I think this is the first time using my phone doing Zoom, and I think it's audio to work.
I think you have figured it out.
Finally.
Jay Johnson. Literally show up when you want to show up. Okay. You got, who else you got over there? You got Miss Jasmine driving down the road. And then you got Jamila, I think. Not sure.
Yep, this is me. Hi, Holly. I know you said it before, but I was trying to get my mic to work and it wouldn't. So, hi again.
Hi. Hey, baby.
And I think we might have Erica there. I will be right back.
I'm stopping my video, guys. But I'll be here.
No, we want to see you.
So this meeting is starting soon or no?
Ryan just had to step away for a moment. He'll be right back.
Oh, okay, okay.
I think everybody's just hanging out, doing their thing until he unmutes himself and begins the demonstration.
I wish I would have recorded the meeting yesterday. I feel like that ending was perfect. I wrote down notes actually, but I wish I could have actually recorded it.
There is a way to record this, but you just have to, up at the top left, it says recording, but you're going to have to get the permission of the host. He has to authorize something for you to, record stuff like that onto your computer. Have you went to the YouTube Rainbow where they have the actual video of the meetings?
No, actually, I know that I've gone to the YouTube to see earlier things, but I didn't know they had of the meetings.
It is the earlier stuff. I know they don't post all the advanced training. It's just the general stuff.
You're correct, Steve-O. Sorry, I had to
I
go
know I
into the
wasn't
phone.
able to
I'm
attend
the
the
only one here.
meetings yesterday either.
So yeah, all the meetings are recorded, and I can post it on the YouTube channel. Absolutely, I just got to download it. But we do about once a month put a video on there. We are in the process of making a whole new set of videos with the new demo book and the new rainbow for y'all. So that's happening. But Jamila, I will post yesterday's meeting on the YouTube channel and let you know when it's up. Just do me a
Yes,
favor,
please.
about 1:15, when this is over, shoot me a text and remind me
Okay.
to do it, and I'll get it done. So anyway, y'all know that while you're on your 21, you got to be here live in the building for a meeting, right? Otherwise, your demos don't count that week. Everybody knows that, right? Okay.
Yes,
perfect.
I'll be there later today. That's fine, right?
Perfect. Okay, and Krista, I guess you're supposed to be coming up here today, Krista. Maybe she's just logged in. She's not actually there, and because you got some equipment sitting over here. So anyway, Sherry, you got the baby at the gym with you?
I heard you. I'm on my way now.
You don't have the baby at the gym? Where's the baby?
He's at home napping with Dad. Dad's getting ready for work.
I
have an hour to get the gym in while he's getting ready for work.
Well, I mean, I figured you take the baby everywhere. I just figured the baby was at the gym with you, lifting a little weight like this. Okay.
Pretty much take him everywhere.
Okay. So anyway, cool. So y'all know that we got the Capital Grill contest going on. Top 5 in points. Here's, I'll lay it against the screen. Okay. Top 5 in points, get to go. How you get a point is run a demo that you set. That's 1 point. Get 10 leads. Make sure all the information's on there. Qualified, unqualified, really doesn't matter. Just make sure you get all the information. Send a picture in. Make sure we got it. That's 1 point. Get 3 instant sets. Do have to be qualified. Offer within 7 days. That's 1 point. Sell Rainbow. That's 2 points. Bring a recruit open house. 5 points. Top 5 instant points are going to go. If you don't want to fool with the points, just make 10 sales and you are an automatic winner. Right. Okay. So that's going to be, this is a March contest. So I imagine sometime in April on like a Saturday night, we're going to go to the Capitol Grill. If you've never been to the Capitol Grill, you definitely want to win this because it's the type of restaurant you don't go to when you got to pay for it. Right, Steve? That's right. You only go when it's free. Okay, so we've been talking about building your team, but Jamil, yesterday, what did I talk about?
Yesterday, it was mostly about closing. Basically the
What about it?
20-year sheets.
20-year sheet?
Basically being confident, not letting them tell you what it is that, or giving them the option to do something, kind of just leading them into it. Like, yeah, you're going to do this.
Okay. So yeah, being confident and being assumptive. Keep on talking. Don't quit talking. All that. No, ma'am. He can't sit down, but I'll get you to sit like right next to me. Oh, here, well, I'll move it over a little bit. Sit in the back of the class? No. I need you close to me.
I'm not gonna have to say anything, right?
I mean, do you want to?
No.
Do you want to be on camera?
No, I don't.
You look very nice.
Well, thank you.
You dropped something. None of them want to be on camera either. They all don't have their cameras on, except for Steve. He's in the brothel, and Sherry, and she's working out. She's actively lifting weights. Okay. So anyway, so yes, Jamila. So that's what we talked about, and we ended it kind of with, just asking them, hey, which way works best for y'all? Assume the sale. Definitely using 20-year sheet, showing them they can't afford a rainbow. They're going to spend the money either way. Talking about, don't tell me you want to think about it, pray about it, sleep on it, things like that. How to avoid getting those comments from them. But so today I wanted to talk about buying questions. About buying questions and how to answer the questions. So one of the ones that I answered yesterday, Jamila, at the very end was, trying to remember. Danielle, I'm trying to remember. Do you remember? I know you weren't on, but do you remember?
Something about interest?
Interest. Okay, the voices in my head said interest. Yes. What's the interest rate? So, Jamila, let me ask you, since you were on that meeting yesterday, what's the interest rate if we were to finance it?
I believe you said anywhere from 18 to 20%, but you can pay it off earlier. You said basically, if you're like me and you're asking that question, then no. You said, I don't remember. I got to get my thoughts right and then ask the question again.
Okay, so definitely don't say those two numbers you just said. So basically what she said is it's anywhere from 18 to 20%. Now, I do say that, but that's only if they catch what I say. So if you were to ask me the interest rate, Danielle, I would say, well, it's about like a major credit card, but it's a simple interest. It boils down to about $20, $25 a payment. Cool thing is it's already factored into the payment. But what I mean by simple interest is what that means is almost every cent that you send in over the minimum payment goes to the principal, like your mortgage. So by paying extra, you pay it off very quick and you pay very little interest. Don't get me wrong. If you make 4 years of minimum payments, you're going to pay some interest. But Danielle, you're like me. You're not going to pay 4 years minimum payments, are you? Right. See, by doing that, you pay very little interest. Let me get some information real quick and get you qualified. What's your address? See, Jamila, did I answer the question? Yes
No.
and no. Yes
Yeah.
and no. I did tell them what the interest rate was, but did I say it's 20%? No, absolutely not. And like I said, I've been asked that question a lot. And only one time did a smart lady say, no, honey, what's the rate? Okay, so, but it's a long answer. It's a confident answer. You can't say, is 20% good? No. But here's the thing, and I say this all the time. What's a good interest rate? A good interest rate is like 3%. I think I have 1.8 on my car. That's a good interest rate. But here's the deal. Michael Newsom, hey, buddy, you cannot, and I will say this also. Did y'all know that Wells Fargo loans money? You knew that? Okay. So that's what I bank with. Michael, I'm going to ask you this question. I'm going to wait for him to unmute. He's working on it. All right. Michael, do I have good credit?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you happen to know what my credit score is?
Last I saw you check, it was almost an 850.
Almost at 850. So it's pretty good.
It's like perfect.
Did you know that I cannot go to Wells Fargo and borrow $3,000 to buy a rainbow at less than 17% interest?
It's too small of an amount.
Right. They don't want a fool with $3,000 at 3%. There ain't no money in it for them. Okay. Now I can get 2% on 60,000. I can get 2% on 300,000 because there's money in it. See, and so some people get worried about that number. Don't get worried about that number. So, Jamila, again, the answer to the question is, I knew it. I couldn't find the other one. Found it.
Great.
Just fell out my pants. Okay. I knew I couldn't find the other one. So anyway, oh, that's terrible right there. I got to mute you because you're here in the building and I can hear myself 4 different ways.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm still not muted. There we go. Okay. So, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So, Jamila, what's the interest rate? Let's ask Michael. Michael wasn't on the Michael was not on the call when I answered that question. Michael, what's the interest rate if we were to finance it?
It's about $25 a month. But you know what the great thing is, Ryan, it's already factored into the payment and it doesn't ever change. And there's no prepayment penalties. It's a simple interest loans. Anything you pay above that 118 or 132 a month goes to the principal. And I mean, don't get me wrong, if you financed it for 30 months and paid on it for 30 months, minimum payment, you'd pay a lot of interest. But you probably, like me, you'd pay it off early, you get a little bonus at work or tax return or something like that. But if you pay it off early, then you just pay a little bit of interest.
So that's pretty crazy, Jamila. Didn't that sound like exactly what I said?
Yeah,
That's-
pretty much.
Yeah.
Like word for word. Okay.
Let's just get some information to get you qualified. What's your address out here?
Okay. And so we finish with that. Okay. So answer the question, close the sale. Don't stop talking. Don't say, Danielle, it's 20%. Well, you think you're going to get it? No. Okay. So again, simple interest, tell them how much it is, about $25 a payment. Cool thing, it's already factored into the payment. Okay, it never changes, but it's simple interest. So anything you send in over the minimum goes right to the principal. Get them committed. Krista, I mean, you're not going to pay minimum payments all the time. You're going to pay extra, right? Okay. By doing that, you pay very little interest. And then we both ended it, Eddie, with, but let me just get a little information from you. What's your address out here? Answer the question, close the sale. So that is a buying question. That's why you need a credit app in your demo book. What's another buying question, Eddie? Okay, if you had it, would you use it? Yeah, but them asking you. Like what's the...
Wait for it to get here.
Right. Okay. So if we got it, when would we get it? Why would they be asking you that question? Are they interested or not?
Yeah, they're interested.
Okay.
They won't.
So answer the question, close the sale. Assume that they're going to finance it. I always do. They'll tell you if they don't want to. I say, so when would you get it? I say, well, this one right here is brand new. This would be yours. I'd leave it with you tonight. Only dirt in it. Y'all's dirt. Okay. Never been sold or anything like that. Let me just get a little bit of information real quick. What's your address out here? I tell them. Answer the question, close the sale. So that is a buying question. One thing that I have a tendency to do is I do not talk about this. I do not talk about the 12-year labor and service policy. I never bring it up. I skip it.
Unless I accidentally land on it.
I skip it. Even if I land on it, I just move on. Okay, I don't talk about it. Why don't I talk about it? because I want to use that for my benefit.
I had to throw it in the other night.
Thank you, Jesus.
Uh-huh.
She said I had to throw it in the other night. Yeah. See, some of y'all open your mouth and the whole demo and everything just falls out. See, hold a little bit of information hostage. If you want to throw in a 12-year labor and service policy because you like them and you want them to get them to buy, right? Tell you what I'll do. The warranty is 4 years on what? Parts, right? Bumper to bumper, any manufacturer's defect. 10 years, motor, controller, which is the motherboard, but that's where the warranty ends. Tell you what I'll do. Y'all go ahead and get it tonight. And you know how every time you go buy something, they say, do you want to buy the extended policy? Right? Every time. We got one too. Okay. But it covers labor and service. It's $200 for the first 16 years. Because if you were to read this, it doesn't kick in till after the 4-year manufacturer's warranty. Tell you what I'll do. And I pull one of these out and I say, I would go ahead and include this absolutely free. And I reach out and give it to them. Guess what they do? They take it. I said, let me just get a little bit of information. Now, here's why I say thank you, Jesus. How much did it cost, Eddie, for me to throw in that 12-year labor and service policy? $0. See, I'm going to throw stuff in that don't cost me money. Okay? That's another reason I said take the 4 years, 0 down out of your demo book. Stop at 30 months. Because then if I need to lower the payment, I can lower the payment, Eddie, and not spend your commission. If you're at 4 years and I need to lower the payment, because let's be honest, if they can afford 90, they can afford 120. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. If they can afford 75 by doing 9.9, they could have afforded 87. Okay. Let's be honest. They just wanted to feel like they got a better deal. Right? So stop at 30, lock down that they can't afford the 131 or whatever it is. And then, Steve, we can offer $90 a month or whatever it is and go 4 years, 0 down. And again, how much does that cost you? Tell you what I'll do. I'll throw in 2 fragrances to go with your rainbow. Danielle, does the rainbow come with 2 fragrances? No. Are there any fragrances in that box?
No, there's none.
So out of the kindness of your heart, how much does that cost you? You see what I'm getting at, y'all? Okay. Okay. I mean, it's just me, and I had to learn this. But anyway, so when will we get it? You get this one right here. This one's yours. Never been sold, Eddie. Only dirt in it. It's your dirt. Brand new machine. Let me just get a little bit of information. What's your address out here? Right. Okay. What's another buying question? The warranty is a buying question. Remind us again what the warranty is. That's when I'm going to throw in the 12-year labor and service policy. Okay. I'm going to say it's 4 years. It's 10 years. Tell you what I'll do. And I talk about 12-year labor. I slide one out. I give it to them. I said, let me just get a little bit of information from you. Okay. Michael, what's another buying question?
What? Well, do any of them fragrances come with it? But you already said that.
Any of those? Now, do we get any fragrances with it? That's a buying question. Okay. So
what
every
about
time.
these attachments?
What about the attachment? The attachments don't come with it, but you got me the 3 people to watch. I just got to get those demos done, and my company will give you all 3 attachments, Eddie, for free. Okay? You like me, you like free stuff. Okay? Let me just get a little bit of information. What's your address out here? Every time it's let me just get a little bit of, assume that they're buying. I've even had them tell me, Clarissa, Ryan, if you gave me the shampooer, I'll buy it. That's pretty direct. Guess what I said?
Okay.
No.
No.
give you a shampoo.
So you got to say it the right way too. I say, give you the shampoo. I can't give you the shampoo. It's $400. I mean, if I got to pay for it. How much you think I'll make when I sell one of these? Okay. I say, listen, all you got to do is we got to get those people watch the demo and the company pays for it. I can't give you a shampoo, but you're going to get those people to watch, right, Danielle?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just get a little bit of information. What's your address? If you make it like there is even a chance, they will take it. If you are soft, your customer will beat you up and take your lunch money. That is true. Hold your ground. Hold your ground. I have packed the rainbow up over a stupid shampooer because I would not give in to you. No. Now, am I going to leave? No. But am I going to hold my ground as long as I can? Yeah, because what I learned, I can say no as many times as I want and then turn around and say yes. But can you ever say yes and then say no?
No.
Okay, so yeah, I put the rainbow in my car sitting here thinking these people ain't gonna freaking buy it. Have to go back, knock on the door, shake their hand, say congratulations, you got a shampoo. What's your address? But there has also been times Perky's here, and it's happened to me, and I know Perky. His story's pretty funny. He was not giving him the mop. Like, he refused. He put the rainbow in his car, and he was like not selling a rainbow. He was not going to give in. Like, he was getting in his car to leave, and they sent the daughter running down the driveway to get him because they realized they weren't getting a rainbow. Hold your ground. Don't let them beat you up. Okay? There are no options. You know, we used to have a guy named Skip Miller. See, some of y'all, they talk about interest-free financing. And you're like, yeah, we got same as cash. We might be able to do, we might. Okay, this is funny. They say, well, do you have any interest-free financing? Skip say, yeah. If you write a check, there's no interest.
I've actually said that.
He said, but unfortunately, if you got to borrow someone else's money, they're going to want a little bit in return. Makes sense, right? Could y'all write a check? No. Let me just get a little bit of information. like, they don't know anything, y'all. They know what you tell them and what you lead. So there is, you know, you just got to be hard and fast and stern. No, I can't do any of that.
Is it a soft pull or a hard pull?
Hard pull. There's no such thing as a soft pull. Oh, I take that back. There is such a thing as a soft pull.
Wow.
There is such a thing as a soft pull. And that is only if you go to annualcreditreport.com. It's a government website, and you request your own credit. That's the only time. Anytime anyone checks your credit, it's a hard pull. You requesting your own credit is a soft pull. But okay, so is it a hard pull or a soft pull? It's a hard pull, but don't worry about that. It's only a couple of points. And I mean, let's be honest, as soon as you make your first payment, all that's going to come back anyway. Let me just get a little bit of information really quick from y'all. What's your address out here? It's no big deal. It's just everything is no big deal. That's like when people say we're going to finance it. That's what most folks do. Let me get a little bit of information. We just put it on, we just write you a check, Danielle. Say, great, that's what most folks do. Let me get a little bit of information. Okay. It's no big deal. I mean, somebody says, we'll pay you cash. What do you do? Say, great, that's what a lot of folks do. Let me get a little bit of information. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what you can't do. Eddie, we're going to pay cash. Hell yes. They're like, oh, I don't think we made the right decision. Okay, okay, scream later. Okay, it's no big deal. That's like I've gone on a demo with somebody, and like they're not used to selling. Okay, if I go on your demo, it's because you're not selling. Let's be honest. And we got done with the demo, and they said, well, we'd finance it. And do you know what she said? Really? Shit. Yeah. How down in the dumps is her brain? You know what I mean? And she said, well, let me go to my car and get some paperwork. I said, the paperwork's in your car? Like, you really didn't want to sell one, did you? No, you got to be prepared. You got to go on a demo. And Jamila, I didn't say this yesterday, but the way I ask for the money is very confident. People want to buy from someone that's confident, okay? They want to, and see, when they don't buy, and I'm so nonchalant about it, it's no big deal. I'm so confident. They second guess their decision. Did we make the right decision? Like, he obviously sells like everything he shows. You know what I mean? I know that happens to Michael because he does it the same exact way. But you have to be confident. You have to pretend, Jamila, you have to pretend you've just gone on 50 demos, okay? And Danielle, all 50 of these people purchased a rainbow from you in a row. How you feeling right now? Pretty daggum good, right? now you're on number 51.
Right.
And it got time to show the price. You'd show the price with confidence. Like, you wouldn't ask them, what do you think? Do y'all want to get it? You would show the price, you'd show the payments, and you'd say, you know what? Let me get a little bit of information. Like, you would assume they were buying. Right? Now, let's just say you just went on 50 and all 50 of them said no. Okay? How you feeling? Here's what's going to happen. You're going to get done. You're going to show them the price, and you're going to look up at them, and you're going to say, but let me guess, y'all not going to get one either. Because that's the way you feel. Okay, you got to pretend like all 50 just bought from you. You got to have that confidence that they're going to buy. And that's going to show if you're that confident. Hey, Michael. So what are some objections, some things you can say, do? Have you ever been told it's a lot of
My
money?
doctor. No.
Yeah, I have too. What do you say? You gonna spend it anyway. Well, at 20 years, if you did a good job at 20 years, I say, you know, I kind of felt the same way. I really did. And I had never, Krista, spent that much on a cleaning system. I mean, my vacuum always came from Walmart, right? But would you agree, after everything I've shown you today and everything that the rainbow protects, I mean, yeah, it's a vacuum, but it's so much more. But would you agree that your home cleaner is a major appliance for your house, right? Let me ask you this. How many other major appliances came from Walmart at your house? You mean like your washer and dryer, your stove, your fridge? No. Pretty crazy when you think about it. But see, Danielle, why did y'all get your vacuum? Get the dirt out, right? Let me ask you this. Is it getting the dirt out? Okay. So safe to say y'all in the market for a new vacuum, Right, maybe not a rainbow. Okay, well, let's just pretend that you came down to the store and you said, I need a vacuum, tell me about them. I said, well, ma'am, we have 3 different types. We have A, B, and C. Hey, Jasmine.
Hello.
We have A, B, and C. Now, system A, these are your cheaper machines. I call them disposable vacuum cleaners. These are your Eurekas, your Bissols, you know what I mean? These are your Walmarts. They're like $200 for a decent one. But do they last very long? A couple of years, right? If you're lucky and they just quit running or they smell so bad. Okay. Right? So they're $200 a pop, okay? And this is over the next 20 years. So the next 20 years, if they last you 3 years, you're going to buy 7 of them, right? That's $1,400 you're going to spend on those vacuums. Danielle, guess what you still got to buy for them? Right? All the time. As we've established, Jasmine, you need to change your filter every 15 minutes, right? That ain't going to happen. That'd be expensive. But the manufacturer says 3 times a year. Now, on the cheaper machines, a new set of filters, Eddie, looking at about $20. 3 times a year at $60, which is another $1,200 over the next 20 years, right? So system A overall is going to cost you $1,400, $1,200, $2,600, right? Cool. Now here's the thing about system A. Cleans at about 20% efficiency. Okay. Then you got system B. You know what I'm gonna say about system B? These are your more mechanically sound machines. These are your upper end Dysons, your higher end Sharks. These are your Oryx. These machines have better motors, bigger filters. These machines generally cost more money. I mean, they're a bit of $500, $600, sometimes $700. Let's just say $600 a piece. But here's the thing about system B. They run longer. They have better motors. So over the course of 20 years, Krista, you're not going to have to buy 7 of them. You probably have to buy 2 of them, maybe 3. Let's say 2 of them. Well, maybe y'all just have to buy one every year. I don't know. So look, system B still going to cost you about $1,200, even if you only bought 2 of them. And let's be honest, who keeps their vacuum for 10 years? Okay, right. So, but guess what you still got to buy for it? That'll never change, right? I mean, here's the thing. They still say 3 times a year. But the filters cost more money. They're every bit of double the other filters. So say they're $40. You do 3 times a year. That's $120 a year, which is $1,200 over 10 years, which is $2,400 over the next 20 years. Follow my math? All right. So the thing about system B, you're looking at spending $3,600 over the next 20 years. But bigger motor, bigger filter, it actually cleans better. Now, you know, they say system B is going to clean at about 60% efficiency. And then you have system C. Now, system C is $26.98.9. You didn't figure it out, that's system C. Okay. Now, here's the thing about system C. You're going to keep it for every bit of 20 years. Okay, you're not going to have to replace it. Like I said, we warranty it. The motor for 10 years, labor and service for 16 years. You're going to keep this machine 20, 30, 40 years, as long as you take care of it. And I can tell you take care of your stuff, except for your car. Okay. Okay, so the thing about system C, you're looking at over 20 years, $26.98.90. And guess how many times you got to replace the bags of filters? That's not. Because how much is 2 quarts of water? I have no idea. It's not much, right? Okay. I mean, if you plan it right, you can fill it up outside in the rain. I don't know. So let's be honest. You got to replace bags and filters all the time. No. So over the 20 years, system C is still going to cost you $26.98.90. Now, here's the thing about system C, Jasmine, using water. Does it clog?
No.
So you always have airflow. So you're always cleaning. Here's the thing about system C. Cleans at 100% efficiency all the time. See, you can get it. Okay. So here's the thing, Danielle. As you can see, it doesn't matter which system you go with. You're going to spend about the same amount of money. The only question you got to ask yourself, Jasmine, is how much of the dirt do you want to get out of your home? 20%, 60%, or all of it?
100%.
Like me, you got to get out. See, I thought it was a lot of money too, but then when I actually thought and broke it down and did the math, it didn't matter which system I was going with. I was spending the same amount. Only question I had to ask myself is how much dirt do you want to get out? See, doesn't it make sense when you look at it like that?
Yeah, make it make sense.
Let me just get a little bit of information, Jasmine. What's your address out here? Was that pushy? No, you know what it is? It's called logic. It's called logic. Make them use their brain a little bit. Okay?
You know what I found? It's the men.
Oh, guys always buy. Yeah. Okay. Have you ever been told I want to think about it? You ever been told I want to think about it? And we talk about it during the demo. We talk about don't tell me that. Okay. We like yesterday we talked about that. Well, from time to time, somebody's still going to say I want to think about it, pray about it, sleep on it. Okay. Right? It's going to happen. So I say, you know what? I said the same thing because I'm just like who? You got to start with that. Okay? I am. I'm just like you. Okay. So I said the same thing. You know, I like to make sure that I'm making the right decision for my family. You know, so I like to think. So when you say you want to think about it, here's what you got to figure out. When you say you want to think about it, you know what I'm going to say, Eddie? What is it that you want to? Do we know what we're going to say next? Yeah, I got to give them options. So when you say you want to think about it, what is it that you want to think about? I mean, is it something about like the price? Is it something about the product? Or is it like something about me? What would they pick? Price, product, or me?
Right.
100% of the time. Okay? They're not going to say, you know, it's definitely you. They're not going to say that. So you say, is it something about the price, something about the product, or is it something about me? Is it something that I did? They'll say, no, honey, you were great. I say, is it the rainbow? No, it's just, we like the rainbow. It's just the price. See, if you ask the right questions, you already know the answer. So you get them to say what you want them to say. So when you say you want to think about it, what does it want to think about? Is it something about the price, the product, or is it something about like me, something that I did? It's just the price. It's me, you love me. So it's just the price. So when you say the price, Jasmine, is it like the overall price or is it like the monthly price?
Overall.
Okay, I got to ask that because if she says monthly, it's no longer I want to think about it. It is now, please work with my budget so I can afford it. She said it's the overall price. Okay, I got something to work with here. Okay, overall, right? Because you know, I bet you always came from Walmart, right? Okay. So what I said the same thing, and so what Dale did for me is before he left, he made a list of the pros and cons of the rainbow, left it with me, gave me something to think about. So if you don't mind, I'd like to do the same for you. And because I'm just like who? Did he leave it with me? Yeah, in the trash can. I mean, am I going to leave it with them? Yeah. Am I still going to ask them to buy a rainbow again? Yes. Okay. But again, I just got to use some logic, Michael. I'm just curious. We'd have to think about it. What would you say to that?
About the product or something about the payments or like is it me?
It's crazy how all this works, y'all. So I want to make a list of pros and cons about having a rainbow. Leave it with you, Jeff. That way you have something to think about after I'm gone, right? Okay. Because when I leave, what are y'all gonna do with all these dirt cloths? You gonna leave them there? You're gonna throw it away. So that's gonna be out of sight. So I'm gonna leave this with you. Okay. So pros, cons. What's a pro? What's a good thing about having a rainbow in your home? Cleans the air. And with your allergies, I'm telling you, being able to leave it running all the time, you see how that would benefit. I'm not just going to write it down. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to elaborate a little bit on that. What's something else good about having a rainbow in your home, Eddie?
Doesn't have filters.
No filters to change all the time, right? Just dump the water down the toilet, rock and roll, saving you money, and not having the filters. Here's I'm gonna add to that. Doesn't blow dirt back out, right? Making you having to dust more, right? Pam, what's something else good about having a rainbow in your home? How about you can use it to sweep with, right? And you're not sweeping up a storm, using that broom, right? Scratching your floors. So you just sweep. What's something else, Chris, good about having a rainbow in your home?
You're gonna use it all the time.
You can do the bed. Okay, you can actually get the dust mites, the feces, all that stuff, right, out of your bed and sleep better and breathe better and feel better. Your mattress will probably be lighter. Okay, what's something else, Jasmine, about having a rainbow in your home? That's good.
Down the expenses on the expenses.
Saves money, basically. How does it save you money? I'm going to elaborate on that. The fragrances, right?
Yes.
The filters.
For my son's birthday party, I did him a whole arch with the rainbow.
Okay, right? So you can use it. You can use it to blow up the balloon for the birthday. You can use it as a vaporizer. You can use it as a humidifier. Okay. What did you say, Clarissa?
Emergency air conditioning. So you don't
emergency air conditioning.
Yeah, if you put ice in it. If you put
ice in it. Okay.
Emergency when my 3-year-old flooded my
Okay.
bathroom.
Okay. So you can
You're
use it
gonna
as a
use
wet
it
vac.
every day. You're gonna
You can use it as a wet vac. If something spills, overflows, you can suck it up.
Yeah,
right?
my 3-year-old flooded my bathroom. Had the water coming out from under the door. There wasn't enough towels in the house.
You can use it. Right. It'll turn itself off.
But I got a rainbow.
Okay. And something else. How about she said, Jasmine, you're just plain old gonna use it 24/7. Right. And how about you can use it to shampoo? Right. See how it's gonna save you money, Chris? How about the mopping? You can use it to mop. How about the dusting? Right. How about you can use it on the dog? Right. How about you can use it as canned compressed air to dust your electronics? You can vacuum the curtains. How long, let's be honest, how long is this list going to be?
A long.
I'm going to go to the end of my piece of paper. And on each one, I'm going to sell them. I say, now do me a favor. Clean out the drains, right? We got another one. Drains. You got a calculator on that little device right there. Okay. So here's where I'm going with this. Here's where I'm going with this. My list of pros, Jasmine, it's huge. Then it's long. What did we say the con was of getting a rainbow? The overall. It's 29, 26, 98, 90. Okay, whatever it is in your book. So the rainbow is 26, 98, 90. Put that in your calculator. Divide that by 20 years. This is only if you kept it for 20 years. How much is it a year? $135 a year. There's 12 months in the year. Divide that by 12 months. $11.24 a month. There's 30.5 days in the month. Would you divide that 11.24 by 30.5? How much is it? 37 cents, basically. 37 cents. So, then if you just kept it for 20 years, the cost of ownership boils down to about 37 cents a day. So, Jasmine, the only question you got to ask yourself, is it not worth 37 cents a day to have all these benefits in your family's life? I mean, when I said I wanted to think about it, I just wanted to make sure I was making the right decision for my family. Would you not agree? And that's when I realized it was the right decision for my family. Let me ask you this. Say you woke up tomorrow and you came out into the living room and there's a 2-foot pile of dirt sitting here. What would you do with it? I mean, would you get it out? Would you get a shovel? Now, would you say, honey, we should really think about getting that dirt out? You wouldn't say that, would you? you'd go ahead and get it out. See, that's what we're talking about here today is 2 feet of dirt, but it's just spread out in a thin layer over everything that we own. I tell you what, you said that you really like that eucalyptus, was that right? And the orange. The rainbow doesn't come with any fragrances, okay? But I'd go ahead and give you each your favorite. That way you've got everything, not only to clean with, but make your home smell good. Anytime y'all need more, I've put my name and number in your owner's manual. Those bottles are $9 a piece. Be happy to run them back out here. Just give me a few days notice. I'll do it on the way to one of my demos. So I'm gonna give you that as well. Let me just get a little bit of information really quick from you. What's your address out here again? I can't remember. Now, let me ask you this. Is that pushy? But what does it make them do? It makes them think. I can't tell you how many times I've done that after they said they won't think about it. They looked at each other and said, honey, let's just get it. Like, duh. I mean, you know what I call this? And it's called pencil whipping. It's real simple. Okay, but again, and how you start it is important. Get back on my stuff. How you start it is important. I said, that's exactly what I said. You guys sound a lot like me, like you're normal. Okay? No, normal people just buy it, but it's okay. Okay, so, and I tell you what, Mike, your bottom's about to fall out. You're going to have a mess. What was I saying? You're just like me. I said the same thing. And how you start this is important. If you don't mind, I'd like to do what Dale did for me, because I said the same. And Dale's the guy that did my demo. That's how I can say, here, let me do this for you. You know, without doing that. And they're like, okay. And then I said, I'm going to leave it with you, give you something to think about. Why did I say that? Because there's no pressure. Now, if I said, I'm going to do this and let you think about it, and then I'm going to ask you to buy the rainbow again. I'm a pushy jerk. But that's what I did. Just didn't say that. But, like, do you see how hard it is to say no when you're like, Jasmine, is it not worth 37 cents a day to have all these benefits in your family's life? I mean, in some of these things you can't put a price tag on, like your health and your breathing, right? And they're like, damn, he's right. Okay. All right. So anyway, that's a simple one. That's a simple. But so that's, I'd like to think about it. Using the 3 different types of vacuums, it's a lot of money on a vacuum, or I'd like to think about it. But again, how I started that one is I said, why did you buy your vacuum? To get what? Dirt out of your floor. Well, let's be honest with each other. I know it's new, but Jasmine, is it getting the dirt out of your floor? No. Okay, so safe to say you're kind of in the market to get something to get. Okay, well, let's just. Okay. So let's just say, you said I need a cleaner. Tell me about your systems. Well, I have 3 different types, A, B, and C. Okay, and that's when I'm going to do the vacuum A, B, and C, and I'm going to show them it doesn't matter what you're doing. I mean, which one you got, it's going to be the same price. Only question you got to ask yourself, Daniel, is how much of the dirt do you want to get out of your home? 20%, 60%, or just all of it? You kind of like me, you get all of it. See, it only makes sense when you see it like that. Tell you what I'll do. I'll go ahead and give you what? Each your favorite fragrance. That's my transition. And y'all, if you look down at the floor, hold your arms out with the fragrances. What do they do? And then I give them the owner's manual with my name on it. Okay, see, here's the other thing. Where is this owner's manual? In the box, right?
In the bottom.
And the box, it's like you gotta hook for it, okay? So here's the deal, Jasmine. The very first time I signed this rainbow out of the rainbow office, my very first demo with that machine, I pulled this out. I put my name and number in here because those two things are never going to change, right? And I put it in my kit. So if I need to at the end, I can pull it out and give it to them, not have to hunt it down. I mean, are you gonna sell the machine? Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna sell it.
Okay, is your name gonna change? No. Is your phone number gonna change? No. Write it in. Well, mine won't. She got a stalker. She got to change her number. But be prepared for that. That's the same reason I have a credit app slid in my demo book. I'm prepared. I don't want to have to go to my car to get paperwork. I don't want to, hold on, y'all, let me see if I can find an application here. Straight up, dealer last night, got a credit app. Came out to her car to call me. And I heard her outside. I said, "Are you outside?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Never, ever, ever go outside with a credit app." Guess what happened when she went back inside?
Right.
Yep. No lie. If her and her husband are sitting there and I got a credit app, I'm going to sit right here in between them and call it in.
Yes, question. We had a customer.
I sit right between them. Or if I can tell like they're kind of on the fence, I'm getting a credit. I'm like, "Jed, do y'all have any bottled water?" And so like I giggle, "Give me a drink." Y'all don't talk about it. Yes.
Okay.
If it's like iffy and you know, keep control. Keep control.
We had a customer that we handed them the fragrances. Which ones do you like? And then they asked, they wanted to talk about it. So we walked outside. Remember this, Mikey?
Yeah.
And I just knew they were asking, buying questions, buying signals, the whole thing. And then they just wanted to question. They wanted a minute to talk about it.
Yeah,
and I could feel it that they were talking themselves out of it. They had already taken the fragrances, all of that. We came back in, and sure enough, they had talked themselves out of it.
They had changed their mind.
Changed their mind. We got another offer, and they still changed their mind.
If they asked for a minute to talk about it, you can't say no. You know, you gotta, you know, but there are times where they may talk, but if they don't, keep control. Like there's times like I can tell, y'all been in houses, you can tell one of them sits here and one of them sits there, right? But there's a spot for them to sit together. There are times I take everything out of this box and put it in your chair when I'm setting up. Why? Because I need y'all to sit together. That's all my crap in your chair. I'm like, "Oh, is that what? Oh, can y'all? How long y'all been married? Can y'all sit together for like an hour? Make my demo quicker." Okay, so you got to keep control. Anyway, so I'll get y'all signed in. I'll get y'all printed off. Y'all need to sign in for being here. Anyway, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. We'll see everyone tonight.